Welcome back students. So in previous video we have already seen about the solubility, and in that solubility we have seen three different conditions or cases, that is solid in liquids, liquid in liquids, gases in liquids. Now solid in liquids we have seen two types of substances, soluble and insoluble substance. Now here this I have taken a salt, right? If I take small amount of salt and if I put it in the water, see in the beginning you can see it is settled down at the center in the bottom. Now if I stir it, what will happen? After some time you will find that nothing is there in the bottom also, means you won't be able to see the salt because it completely get dissolved in the water, right? See here, you will find that salt is not visible, nothing is there. So it shows that it is soluble in water. Now take another example. If I take this button is there. If I put it in the water, do it is going to dissolve in water? No. Similarly, if I take a small piece of pencil and if I dissolve it and if I stir it, then also what you find that it is not dissolving in the water, not mixes with the water. So this shows that button and pencil is insoluble solid, and this salt is soluble. Take another case, that is liquid in liquid, miscible and immiscible liquids. Now see here I am having this milk, right? If I in the first glass, if I put some milk in this, what you find that the whole, see, if you see, the whole color of the water changed, it became milky. That means this milk is soluble in water. So such type of liquid, that is one liquid is mixing with the other liquid, is known as miscible liquid. Now take another example like this liquid, water is the liquid, and if I put one teaspoon of oil in it, and if I stir it, I am just stirring it, and after stirring, after a few seconds only, what you will find that this oil settles at the or floats at the top of the water. It indicates that it is insoluble in water. So such liquids are called as immiscible liquids. Is it clear? Now the next topic which we are going to see is properties of, in your book it is given properties of substances. Now different substances have different properties, right? Now three different here in your book, three different properties are shown. The first is thermal conductivity, electrical conductivity and magnetism. Now let us see, I am just explaining it in the form of this so that it will be easy for you, and once you will read the chapter also. See the properties of substances. So first property which is given in your book, that is thermal conductivity. Thermal means heat, right? So according to these, two types of substances are there: good conductor, bad conductors. Bad conductors are also called insulator. Now good conductors means materials through which heat can flow or pass, like your copper, iron. Okay? If you will put one end of these things in hot water, what you will find, the other end of the copper or iron also become hot. So why it's so? Because the heat moves in that. Similarly, the next is bad conductors or insulators. That means materials through which heat cannot flow, like your wood, glass, plastic, etc. Right? And this is the reason that why our utensils are made up of copper, iron or metal, because when we put something in the vessel and when it get heated up, right? So they are good conductors. And wood, plastic, like your pressure cooker, उसका हैंडल आप देखोगे, उसका हैंडल कैसा होता है, या तो प्लास्टिक का बना होता है या वुड का कह सकते हो, राइट? सो व्हाई इट इज सो कि अगर वो हॉट हो जाए तो हम उस प्लास्टिक से उसको होल्ड कर सके, एंड प्लास्टिक डज नॉट अलाउ द हीट टू मूव थ्रू इट, तो हम उसे इजिली क्या कर सकते हैं, हैंडल कर सकते हैं, राइट? Next is electrical conductivity. Electrical conductivity means electricity. These are also of two types: good conductors, bad conductors, or insulator. Good conductors through which the electricity can flow or pass, like copper, coal, iron, and materials through which electricity cannot pass are called insulators or bad conductors, like wood, plastic. That is why in your home, if you will observe that your switches or wires, wires are all usually covered with plastic, or your switches are made up of plastic, right? And the wiring which you are or you can say the wires which are used inside the plastic, that is made up of copper, right? So why? Because they are the good conductors. Is it clear? Now next is magnetism. Magnetism means the some of the substances are there which get attracted by a magnet, right? Magnetism is the property by which the substances get attracted by magnet. Now it is of two types, means, or you can say two types of materials are there: magnetic materials and non-magnetic materials. Magnetic materials means which are attracted by a magnet, and these are called magnetic materials. For example, like iron, cobalt, nickel. अगर आप मैग्नेट को इन चीज़ों के पास लेके आओगे तो ये उसके साथ क्या होते हैं, स्टिक हो जाते हैं, राइट? सो दीज ऑल आर मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल्स. Non-magnetic materials, like materials which are not attracted by magnet, these are called non-magnetic materials. अगर मैग्नेट को आप वुड, प्लास्टिक, रबर के पास लेके जाओगे तो ये उससे अट्रैक्ट नहीं होते. They do not get stick to the magnet. So this shows that it is non-magnetic material, right? One activity is given in your book also. Here it is said that iron nails, आप sawdust ले लो. Sawdust means powder of wood, and take some nails of iron nails and mix them, and then you have to separate it out. So easily you can separate it out by the use of magnet. मैग्नेट को आप जैसे ही इसके पास लेके जाओगे तो जितना भी इसमें मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल, दैट इज आयरन, वो क्या होगा, मैग्नेट के साथ अटैच हो जाएगा, एंड एज अ रिजल्ट you will get the iron pieces and sawdust separated. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day. Go through these videos and read the chapter carefully. Bye bye, take care.